Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In this video I am going to show you how I drew this character step by step, so keep watching. Before I start drawing, I gather my references to get inspired and clarify how to draw the character. I like to start by breaking down the figure into simple basic shapes. This helps to establish the overall structure and proportions of the character. For example, I visualize the head as a circle, the torso as a simple triangle, feet as triangles, and so on. Then, I begin by sketching out the basic shapes and proportions. Here, I just focus on getting the general feel of the character. I don't go deep in the details. I draw the character randomly. Once I'm happy with the rough layout, I create a new layer and refine my sketch. Now's the time to add details to the face, define the eyes, nose, and mouth, and sketch out the hairstyle and clothing. Now, it's time to ink my drawing. On a new layer above the sketch and with a crisp brush to trace it, refine the sketch. In this step, I keep lines smooth and clean, and I vary the line weight to add interest. I make some lines thicker in key areas like the eyes. In this step, I draw the final sketch for my character and prepare it to the next step, which is coloring. I draw the background as well, but this in case if the background is not complicated, so I just add a few simple details. I change the sketch color by going to the magic tool and choosing curves. I choose red color. I move the line to choose the suitable shade. Once I'm happy, I move to the next step, which is coloring. On a layer beneath the line art, I add the base colors. I use the selection tool to outline areas, and then I use color drop to fill them in. I usually start with a light skin tone. Then I move on to hair, eyes, and clothing. For the clothing, I probably go traditional with colors and patterns. I place each part on a separate layer when coloring, such as the eyes on one layer, the hair on another, and so on. This way, I can easily change or add details without affecting other parts of the artwork. To add depth, I'm going to shade. I create a new layer, then I set to multiply and I add shadows where the light wouldn't hit directly, like under the chin and inside the sleeves. I use soft brush for shading. I even change my brush to a different texture. For highlights, I use another layer. I set to add or overlay and apply them to places like the eyes, forehead, and cheeks for a soft, glowing effect. I use light yellow for lighting and light purple for shading. In this step, I hide the background by clicking on the check mark next to the background layer. Then, I tap the screen with 4 fingers to bring up the interface menu. I tap on Copy All. Then I choose Paste to have the characters on a separate layer. I choose all the layers to gather them in one group. Then, I take a step back and look at my character. I do the final touches and I make final adjustments. In this step, I remove unwanted lines and add some extra details to the character to make it alive. Now, on a separate layer, I set Add Mode and I start adding lights to the characters. I do the same as well to add shadows. In this step, I set the layer on Multiply mode. I always reduce the opacity of layers set to add and multiply modes to 50% to make the lighting and shading look more natural. Now, I'm adding those white lines to make the character so cute. Finally, I do the final touches and I make final adjustments to the colors and contrast. Once I'm happy, I export my artwork as a N for the best quality. And that's it. And here's the final result. I hope you all enjoyed the process. If you liked this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe, share, and leave a comment. It really helps me out and lets me know what kind of content you want to see more of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.